There is a saying amongst football fans: it's the hope that kills you. I guess it's the idea that at the beginning of a new season, before the first match, there's the hope that this is going to be the season where you win and where you get promotion. I'm an Exeter City fan, and I know that a few matches into the season we've done really well. We were top of the table, but since then results haven't quite gone the way we might like, and we're now middle of the table, but most crucially we are still ahead of Cambridge by a few places, but only 1 point. And on Sunday we were continuing our series from Isaiah, and we were looking at some words that were written for those who were experiencing captivity and exile, words of hope that things were not always going to remain as they are, but they were hope for the future. There would be what was ruined would be rebuilt. And I'm always find it quite difficult to talk about hope from the kind of the luxury of going for a walk in the peaceful English countryside, and I wonder how I would feel about this hope for the future if I was living, let's say, in Gaza or in Israel at the moment. But this hope isn't just a hope for the future, it's also a hope that in the present God has promised to be with us. And I can't talk about how I would feel if I was living in Gaza or in Israel at the moment, because obviously I'm not. But what I can say is that from my own experience, that it's at the most difficult points in my life when that I've experienced the presence and the peace of God most closely, that at those really dark times I've experienced God in a way that I haven't at other times. It's not that I would want to go through those times again or wish them on anyone else, but in those times God was faithful, that I was aware of his presence with me. This is a hope. It's not just a hope for the future, but it's also a hope for the present.